today with the first session in the second term and first concept. Okay, welcome back. Let's start with the first topic with the energy. Okay, as we ended in the first term. We said in the first term, energy cannot be created, cannot be destroyed, but it changes from form to another. So always energy changes from form to another. Actually, the most types of energies, or I can say all types of energies, are produced from the sun. So we can say sun is the main source of energy on the Earth planet. The main source of energy on the Earth planet. Yes, and all electrical devices around us, are working by electric energy, But if we don't have electricity, in this term, we will know the different types of energy that we can use replacement with electricity. We can use also renewable resources without using electricity from electric power stations. We can get electric energy from also renewable resources. But in the first topic, let's show something is called the energy chain. Let's draw something is called the energy chain for each device. When I ask you, this calculator is working by what? This calculator has a solar panel or solar cell. This solar cell, as you see, is charged by solar energy, and this solar panel can change the solar energy into electric energy directly, and the calculator can be operated. Okay, but we can also use batteries, and you know from the first term, batteries store inside chemical energy. So I can draw an energy chain for this toy car. This toy car has a battery or is working remotely by using a remote control. This remote control has a battery inside. So I can say the chemical energy inside the battery changes into electric energy in the electric wires. How? All batteries we know are connected with electric wires. So I have a battery here. This battery stores chemical energy, and all batteries I said are connected with electric wires. So I can say chemical energy in the battery changes into electric energy in the electric wires that makes the toy car move by this way. When I turn on the switch like this, what will happen? It will move. So I can say chemical changes into electric, finally changes into kinetic energy when the toy car moves. I can also hear sound energy, right? So I can say also sound energy is produced with kinetic energy, and also maybe light in some toys. Okay, it was the energy chain of the toy car. What about the Mars planet? We decided to go to Mars planet or to discover Mars planet, but without people. We can't travel to Mars planet to live there. We want to know if Mars planet, can we live on Mars planet or not? Can we live on Mars planet or not? Okay, so we sent many missions to Mars planet to know if it's good planet for life or not. So we sent a robot. It's called Mars Rover Curiosity. It's called Mars Rover Curiosity. Mars Rover Curiosity is sent through a mission to Mars that travels from Earth to Mars. Takes 54 million kilometers. 54 million kilometers to travel to Mars planet. So it's a very big distance, huge distance. You need 6 months to go to Mars and 6 months again to back to the Earth planet. So we need a year to go and back from Mars to Earth. So we sent a mission with Mars Rover Curiosity, and we can control it remotely, okay, when we be on the Earth planet. So we have a remote control to control the movement of Mars Rover Curiosity. But how does it work? Is it working by a battery, by a normal battery as you saw in this toy? Of course not. It has a special batteries or a special solar panels that is charged by what? Charged by solar energy. All of us know that sun shines on Mars planet and also sun shines on Earth planet. So the solar panel in Mars river curiosity can absorb the solar energy and change it directly into electric energy. So solar panels in Mars river curiosity change solar energy of the sun into electric energy. So the Mars river curiosity can change the electric energy into kinetic energy when it moves. Also, we can get thermal energy due to the friction between the Curiosity River and Mars planet there. So I can say energy changes from solar to electric, finally to kinetic and thermal. As well, by the way, as we said, all electrical devices are working by electric energy, right? Okay, if I ask you about the hair dryer. Hair dryer is working by electric energy, so the input energy or the used energy or consumed energy in the hair dryer is electric energy. But it produces three types of energies. What are these? Kinetic, thermal, and sound. We made hair dryer to produce thermal energy to dry our hair, right? So thermal energy of hair dryer is the main energy that we need. I mean, it helps the device to do its function. While kinetic energy of the fan of the hair dryer and the sound energy or the noise of hair dryer that we don't need is called wasted energy or lost energy. I mean, the energy that we don't need, the energy that doesn't help the device to do its function. What about the soap dispenser? I can say soap dispenser changes potential energy before I press on the soap, dispenser into what? Into kinetic energy when the soap moves upward. So the input energy in the soap dispenser is potential, that it changes into kinetic. I mean, kinetic is the output energy that produces the energy from the soap dispenser. Washing machine also looks like the hair dryer, but there is something different. Washing machine is working by electric energy, so the input energy of washing machine is electric energy. It produces three output energies, which are kinetic energy, okay, that we need is the main energy, okay, sound and thermal. Any electrical device works a long period of time, okay, it produces finally thermal energy, okay, any electrical device. So sound energy and thermal energy that we hear and feel from washing machine are wasted or lost energy that don't help the device to do its function. What about friction force? When I ask you, rub your hands. Rub your hands. What's happening? What's happening when you rub your hands? Kinetic energy changes into thermal energy. Why? Due to friction force between your hands. Yes, friction it changes kinetic into thermal. So kinetic in the friction is input energy, while thermal is the output energy. Yes. Who can tell me now what is meant by energy chain? As we draw in the first one in calculator, Mars River Curiosity, in the toy car, in the other devices, what is energy chain? Was that we drew before. It's a way to describe the flow of energy from device, from form to another in all different devices. So when I ask you, please draw an energy chain for eating food, I can use what? I can use my pen here, okay, to draw an energy chain. I have to start from what? I said all energy chains are produced from the sun. So sun produces what? Light energy. Light energy. I can say light energy that produced from the sun changes into what? In the plants we eat. Plants can make their own food by photosynthesis process, right? Okay. Plants make their own food by photosynthesis process. I mean, they need sunlight, carbon dioxide from the air, water and minerals from the soil. So plants to make their own food. Food means chemical energy. So light energy in the plants change into what? Changes into chemical energy in plants. Chemical energy in plants, especially the sugars that produced from photosynthesis process. When we eat plants, the chemical energy changes into what? Changes into kinetic energy when we move. Can you move without eating food? Without storing chemical energy inside the food you eat? Of course not. So energy chain here means a way to describe the flow of energy from form to another in any device or about anything that you want to describe. Okay, so when I ask you, please draw an energy chain about the movement, your movement or the food you eat, I have to say from the beginning, I eat plants and animals. So plants take energy from the sun. So the energy chain must start from what? Starts from the sun. Yes, light energy of the sun changes into chemical energy in the plant, that it changes into kinetic when I move. Okay. Also, if I take this plant to burn it, what will happen? I have to change also light energy to chemical energy in the plant, but the stem that we will burn, I said burn, so we can produce thermal energy. So light changes into chemical in the plant, that it changes into thermal energy when we burn the wood of plant. Okay, so from chemical, light to chemical to thermal energy. Okay, what about the electrical devices that we use at homes, in factories, in schools? We got electric energy from what? From electric power station. I'm talking about the traditional way. I am talking about the electricity that we get always from electric power station in our school and homes and the streets, factories and any place. What's happening? In electric power stations, they depend on coal. From which thing we got coal? When plants die and buried under the soil or under the earth, they change into coal after millions of years. We can take this coal and burn it in the electric power station. This burning produces thermal energy. There is a tube there full of water. When I heat up the water changes into, liquid water changes into water vapor. Water vapor makes turbine rotates. By rotation of turbines, the generator changes kinetic energy into electric energy, so we can get electricity to all places. Okay, I will explain this energy chain of electric power station in the next videos, inshallah, not today. But you have to know that we got electricity first also from the light energy of the sun. You have to differentiate between input energy and the output energy. We said input equals used energy equals consumed energy. So if you want to answer any question, you have to look at the question well. These words well. Is it input or output? Is it consumed or produced? Is it used or produced? You have to focus and look at these words well. If I say used energy of electric bulb, I have to say electric energy, while the produced energy or output energy of electric bulb or electric lamp, light and thermal. Light is the main and thermal is wasted energy. When I ask you here, please answer with me these questions as a classwork of today. A device which converts electric energy into sound energy, from electric into sound. They are speakers, yes. And sound energy here is not wasted energy. Sound energy is the main energy of the speakers that helps the device to do its function. A device which converts electric energy into light energy. From electric into light, I'm talking about electric lamp. Yes. A device which converts kinetic energy into sound energy, I'm talking about drums. All musical instruments change kinetic energy into sound energy. All musical instruments. Okay, a device which converts electric energy into kinetic, from electric to kinetic. Yes, washing machine. Okay, kinetic energy of washing machines that produced from it is the main energy. Finally, device which converts electrical energy into thermal energy, it's iron. It's electric iron that changes electric into thermal energy. Okay, we finished our 3 lessons of the first topic. Please check it at home and study hard. Goodbye.